my channel. If you're new, I am Yari G and welcome. So I am like super stoked because Sarya Couture makeup reached out and sent me a box. Now, when a brand usually says I'm gonna send you something, I usually think it's like 2 to 3 items, but I ended up getting like an entire box and I was not expecting that. So when I got the box, I was like, okay, I feel like a kid on Christmas. And I sat down on my bed and I just kind of opened it because I was like, what is in here? Like, can't be that much stuff. And then when I saw the amount of things that they sent, again, to me, this is a big deal. So when I saw the amount of stuff that they sent, I was just like, and I was hugging my box. So this is really not me being dramatic. Like, I was like, oh my God, they sent me all this stuff. So I'm gonna dive right in, do an unboxing with you guys to show you what they sent. And then I want to move on and apply whatever they sent and use the tools that they sent and all that good stuff, which is why I don't have makeup. The only thing I have on right now is primer. Like, I was not kidding. Look, guys. Okay, I need to stop being so dramatic. So from what I see here, there are 4 lipstick. I think that their packaging is super simple, but like really chic. Look at the packaging. So one of them, what I noticed was it was left out on my porch and it's been hot. So they kind of melted a little bit, but it's not anyone's fault that it is, you know, super hot outside. So you might be able to see the tip is kind of like pushed in like a little flat, and that's because it was like against the cap. But the baby still works. This is a really pretty color, actually. I think I might use this one today. The names are on the box. This purpley toned one is Diva-ish. That's a pretty name. So it's Diva-ish. This one is called Pure Vanity. And let me try to open it. Oh, that's so pretty. Look, see, oh, the tip got flat, but we're gonna, oh, they're actually really soft. So that is, it's like a very light pinky peach. Then we have, I'm so excited, Lolita. And this one, oh, it's a coral color. So it's almost like the other one, but more like corally. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay. This one here, what's the name of this one? Lovecraft. Oh, this one's not broken at the tip. Okay, it's not like flat. Oh, we're gonna... Should I? No, I've been doing a lot of reds. I'll just kind of skip this red for now. Look, they swatch so good, so soft, so soft. Okay. They also sent 4 eyeshadows, very, very identical packaging, just a different shape. The name of this eyeshadow here is Vanilla, and we are going to be using this shadow on the lids. But oh, this would make a really pretty highlight. You know what? I'll probably use it as a highlight too. The next one is called Burlesque. Oh, these are like some sexy names. Okay, this one's Burlesque, and it's more of a maroon toned berry color. And then Burlesque is this color right here. The next one is called Pastel Me. And look how pretty this pinky color is. Slightly chalky, but it has color to it. It has pigment. So that's really pretty. And then the very last one they sent is called Mocha, which looks like this. It looks like a gray toned brown. And we're going to go ahead and look at that swatch. That's a good swatch. And then we're going to go ahead and swatch that right there, as you can see. Okay, so I feel like I'm going to use Mocha, and I'm also going to use Vanilla on the lids. The lipstick that I am going to use is called Diva-ish, which is like that deep kind of berry toned color. So pretty. Didn't swatch it, but it looks really cute on the tube, so I know it's going to look really good on the lips. And then the rest are all like brushes, which was crazy. I was like, what is all of this? And then brushes. I'm so excited over this. Okay, look at this. These are some really, really kind of chic and high-end brushes. Nice and soft. Okay, so this one is their Petite Eye Blender. Okay, the 203. We're going to use this baby today. I'm going to set that to the side. This was supposed to be the All Over Shader number 201. Oh, I'm gonna use this to pack that vanilla color all over the lid. I love the ferrule, how it goes into like the handle. And they feel so, these are some really good brushes, guys. They have the 102 Face Curve brush. What does that mean? I don't know, we will see. Okay, this is a face, okay, so this is a foundation brush. You guys know how I feel about foundation brushes. I haven't found one that I actually love. They're either too flat, too dry, I don't know, like they make my foundation not blend well. So I'm gonna try it with this, but I think I could use this for my concealer better. So we're gonna see. The next one is a 202 Eye Blender brush. You know what, we're using all their brushes. This is what their eye blender brush looks like. This one here is the 204 Short Shader brush. So we can use this one to either create like a faux line at the top or even at the bottom. So we're gonna play with that. And then the wing liner, 301 wing liner. Let's see how this one looks. I think this may be the thinnest brush I've ever seen. And I've been wanting a really thin brush, like angled brush, because I don't do angled brushes. I generally do like the very thin. I generally do thin brushes like this one for my wing, but I've seen people use like, I think they're like the Sigma ones or something like that. I'm like, I want one, but I never bought one of those. And I think this looks very similar to one of the Sigma brushes for wing liner. I think it's like a teal handle, but this one, I really like this one. And then 101 Powder Polish brush. This one feels kind of heavy. Oh, okay. Oh. So we're gonna go ahead and play with these because like I'm already like on my toes, literally. Like my feet are like this. I am excited and I want to play around with everything they sent me. So the shades that I chose is what we're gonna play with, and I'm gonna use all the brushes basically. Okay, you already know we have gotten up close and personal. I am going to apply my foundation. The one I'm using is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation. This one is in Warm Tan. I always do like little shapes and that kind of stuff. It means nothing. There's nothing special about the shapes. I just tend to draw like squiggles and stuff. Don't be surprised if I start making happy faces on my face one day because I just do that kind of stuff. It's blending everything out and I'm not attempting to apply like a super heavy foundation. So I feel like it's blending everything in super nicely. And you know what I noticed? Look at the brush. It's not like all like, usually brushes get a little funky and kind of gross and they like all the bristles start to stick together. And so that's what creates that kind of the streaky look that I don't like. But this one's not doing that. But you know what I'm going to do too? We're going to dip into my NARS concealer. This is the Soft Matte Complete Concealer. Mine is in medium to ginger. And I dipped the brush into that. I like the shape of this brush too. Just because, look, it totally gets right into the like inner corner. And look, I don't even have to really blend because it blended. It's thick enough to, like wide enough to blend. As you apply, boom, my concealer done, girl. Yes. Even after applying my concealer, the bristles are not sticking to each other. That is so awesome. I'm dipping the powder brush that they gave me into, this is the Cap 2 like eyelash packaging. So I'm just going to set my under eye concealer because as per usual in the summer, this room is super duper hot. It's a really good soft brush. I've had brushes before where as soon as I apply them to my skin, I feel like they're like prickling at me. This one's not doing that at all. I just primed my eyes. We're gonna go ahead and play with these shadows. This is in the color Vanilla. I'm gonna use the brush that they sent me, the all over shader, which is the 201, and we are going to apply Vanilla all over the lid. And it applies really well. And, oh my goodness, like you know a good brush when you see one, and it hasn't shed just yet. I like this. It's just like like you don't have to struggle at all. Now I'm going to go in with the color Mocha and their eye blender brush. This is not your regular blending brush. It is a little stiffer, so you kind of have to be a little careful from what I can see just by looking at it. So you have to be a little careful because this is not going to be like an all over blending brush like for your crease. Like this is perfect to just apply and build your color directly on the crease without blowing it out too much. I'm going to use the short shader brush to bring that vanilla color into the inner corner and bring it down and blend that out just a little bit. Then I'm going to use the Petite Eye Blender, which looks like this. It's like a pencil brush. And I'm going to blend the color Mocha on the bottom outer portion of the eye, just to smoke it out a little bit. In order to give their liner brush, this is the Wing Liner Brush, a try. I still can't get over how skinny, how thin it is. I'm going to use my Inglot 77 gel liner, which I stopped using after a while just because I was getting aggravated that I couldn't get the wing the way I wanted it to be because I couldn't find the right brush for it. So I just stuck to like liquid liner. But now that I got this brush, I'm like, you know what, girl, try it. So I've got my handy little mirror and we're gonna go at it and see how this works. Look how thin this brush is. So this is a really, really good brush. I decided I wanted to try like the other shadows too. So I'm gonna use the one called Pastel Me, which is the pretty pink. And I'm just gonna apply that as a blush though. There's a lot of kick up. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a lot of kick up. So if you get these, you have to be like, oh, that's really pink. Let me try to diffuse that a little bit because it's, honey, that's pink. Wow. See, when you initially swatch it with your hands, it's not that pigmented. And then now that I have it on my face, I'm like, what? That is pink. For highlight, I'm going to go back into that vanilla and apply that as my highlighter. That's really pretty. You can definitely use this as a highlighter. Look at that. To finish off the look, I don't know that this is going to like look right. But I did want to try this color. I'm going to try the color Diva-ish. I don't know, there's something about that name. And it's sad that like the tip is all like mushed, but again, it was hot outside and they got hot, so I'm surprised that they didn't get any worse. So we're going to apply this on the lips. Oh, it doesn't look bad with this look. Okay. And this is what the lippy looks like. Super comfortable. It's not going to dry matte. It's very moisturizing. I don't know whether or not it will transfer onto my teeth, but I think this is perfect for those of you who don't really like really drying lipsticks, or you feel like when you apply a liquid lipstick, you get those weird cracks and like patchy looking lips. And this is not going to do that. It's super moisturizing. Sarya Couture makeup is both gluten-free and cruelty-free. So if you're into very clean cosmetics, this is a brand to definitely give a try. When I hear, you know, that it's basically like organic makeup, I want to see how they're going to perform, like how they're going to apply, how they're going to blend. And look how pretty this turned out. Really, really nice. The eyeshadow blended out so nicely. And honestly, my favorite stuff is the brushes because they're so soft. I'm going to make sure I link the Sarya Couture makeup website down below in my description box. Make sure you go check them out. I actually really enjoyed all of these products. So I'm really excited to have had the opportunity to give it a try. That is a wrap for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. As per usual, don't forget my social media platforms are always up here. Make sure you go follow me there. Also, I'm adding my subscribe button right here, making it super easy for you guys to subscribe. So if you haven't done so, just click that button. Come on, guys. I've also selected a few videos. I'm adding them up here in the event that you want to continue to watch my content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.